built myself a guitar, which I was using a container that used to contain cooking oil and fishing line. And for me, it was just more of a toy to play with. I didn't know that it was going to take me to this height. I like the people to sort of like really come and relax, because this is going to be more of a fully balanced plate of music and the poetry written in the sky. It's not just only about the message and all that. I think the music as well has to butter the whole feeling, and having those haunting melodies and everything. And also because I'm singing in quite a lot of different languages. I use several languages in my work because I think language as well plays an important role in the society. If you learn to speak other people's language, you learn more to respect them and to understand their culture. And this is also what I'm trying to sort of, people to see, that, when I'm singing in different languages, I'm trying not just, my message or my music to be accessible to every listener, but it's something that everybody has to feel it and live it, The footprints of a painful history, your body shaking. I remember one woman after the show, they came and was like, the message about forgiveness and all that, it's like you were talking to me. I hated my mother, and after hearing this, I think I'm going to have the guts now to go and ask for forgiveness. If you learn to forgive, you learn more to release more calmness within the innermost of yourself, and you become more free. It's like a diamond. But if you don't forgive, you become like a bitter leaf that can just be squashed or be swept away by the wind anytime. So forgiveness is more important. It's more about you, the forgiver, not those who are forgiving. I just started to sing. In Amanda, the film, when I met the director Lee Hesh, he first came to me. He was sort of like looking for protest music, and the whole thing sort of changed, into the Amanda thing, which is the film. And what I like about it is that the reality about it, nothing. It's sort of like really staged or script written or whatever. It's real. I took him to quite a lot of different places where things were happening, in mass funerals, in political rallies, and all that. And also just to show that music really played quite a lot of important role. Without music, I think the world out there wouldn't have known what was really happening, back in South Africa with us. Music, for me and at my country, music has played quite a lot of important role. When I grew up, of course, I grew up being a happy kid, and I didn't know that there was any imbalances, in my country until 1976. The Soweto uprising came, and that's when I started, asking questions, what was happening, and that's when my political education started. The confusion and the frustration is checking the youth, in my country, who are a bit more ignorant about where we come from, where we are now. And something that really worries me is that they forgot, that the privileges or the rights that they're having today, people fought for and people died for. And in some way, they need some kind of a cultural revolution. At first, the reality about it, this album was supposed to be an acoustic album. Because the people have been performing quite a lot solo, and people just love that accent of acoustic guitar and Vusi's voice. And they're asking me, when are you going to sort of come up with a solo album? Because this is what we like more to. So this album was much more focused on that. But in some way, the songs or the music really directed themselves where they wanted to go, and I had to follow that. I was very much, fortunate and honored that to have the respectable Mr. Dave Matthews, who really helped me quite a lot also, to be released in the States. And of course, that was just a musical decision, nothing else. And I have also the respectable Baba Joseph Shabalala from Ladysmith Black Mambazo, who also guest in the album. One big thing that I'm going to do here is a show that I'll be doing LA, where is to organize, how can I put it? English. It is a charity show, which is directed to the 46664 Foundation of Mr. Nelson Mandela, of which he was asking me to be the ambassador of the 46664, which is more to raise awareness and then also raising funds for people living with HIV. And I think that's a very important call, and I feel very much honored that Mr. Mandela has asked me to be the ambassador for this. So that show on the 29th in LA, that will be more about it. What I'm trying to convey in my music is just the message is about thorns that really makes us bleed, unaware that we're bleeding with these thorns like fear, power, grief, jealousy, resentment, and talking about love as well, and trying to bring morality back, to us, and just to get to let people know that we need to honor each other as people.